What's up? My name's Aaron. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. My wife talked me into doing this, so I'm gonna do it because basically, what else do I have to lose? I'm 43 years old. I was a gang banger pretty much my whole life. Probably all started when I was about 16 years old. I'm from Toledo, like I said, but I actually went and got G'd in when I was in Detroit. And I went to Detroit sometimes and, did whatever, banged. And it basically led me to nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid that had a good upbringing, actually. I went to good schools. I played sports. I played a little bit of music. I learned how to play a little bit of music. And I basically got into gang banging, I guess, because my family life was dysfunctional. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about nobody, in my family, because I love everybody, but it was a dysfunctional setting. I had a step parent, which automatically I don't even believe in that, even though I got step kids myself. But all my step kids were older, because really I was into the gang life. I was a player all the way up till I was about 30. You know what I mean? And then I found a girl that I've been with ever since, and so I took her kids on. But like I said, they was already older, so. But me being raised by a step parent from 2 years old on up, to me that's something that I guess I didn't agree with. Being a kid, because my dad wasn't there, so everything was, man, fuck you, you're not my dad, and shit like that. So I kind of rebelled, you know, and like I said, I went and joined the gang. I joined the gang. Um, I still talk to one of them guys. I don't talk to none of them guys no more, really. I still talk to one. I'm pretty close with one of them. Because eventually I went off, or I knew some guy that with me that went off and I did other things as far as in that world goes. But being in a gang was actually thrilling. It was actually thrilling, you know what I mean? Like it was a war zone in the early 90s. There's no doubt. And when I was in Toledo banging, I lived in an all-blood neighborhood. And I grew up with all these bloods, but we was gang banging, so it was like, man, fuck you guys. I'm a folk. You guys blood, boom, boom, boom. And now I'm friends with all them. I'm more friends with them guys than I am with with the guys that I was in my gang with. Ain't that some shit? Because I grew up with them, obviously. But that just shows you what that shit really is. It ain't shit, And when you're doing a number, you're like, that's the only time the shit as an adult becomes effective anyways, is when you're in the joint. Like, when you're in the joint, because in there, it's like, you stick together with your own kind. Well, my own kind don't like me. I'm white, but I look like I'm Puerto Rican or Mexican or something, so my own kind of shuns me away. Then I'm not really that, so them people shun me away. So I'm folks. Yeah, what else do I got? You know what I mean? So, and that's basically what it all come down to. And now I don't want to go back to prison. I don't want to be a part of that life. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is all a part of the past, and I'm here to tell you about it. If you want to listen, and tell you about where it led me to, and tell you about what it's done to my life, and how when I can't go get a job and fill out an application because like, oh, you got these felonies on your record, selling drugs and violence and this and that. The first person a person would think is, oh, this dude's selling dope, or he sold dope, so we're not gonna hire him because he's gonna sell dope in our store, or he's gonna sell dope in our whatchamacallit, or he's gonna do this or that. You probably kind of put a label on yourself, and as a label now, I'm sitting here basically with nothing. I got a house that was given to me, but I'm sitting here with nothing, trying to make nothing out of something legally. I'm not gonna be able to do nothing illegally no more. That shit is crazy. So it's time to be positive. It's time to be grown up. In other words, you know what I mean? Because really, like I said, that gangster life ain't shit. But when I was young, it was fun. I had a good time. Boom, 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 and it ruined my life. Whatever. And it's like a point in my life at 43 years old, or almost 44, where it's a decision to be made. Actually, I made that decision when I was about 38. I got out of doing my 5-year bit. When I did my 5 years, I did 5 years, so I got caught with 90 grams of black tar heroin. I went and did 5 years for it, which I probably deserved every day of it, because that shit kills people. You know what I mean? And that's the realization I came to when I was sitting there like, man, I deserve every day of this shit. How many people I know that OD'd or did this or did that? You know what I'm saying? It's killing people. This shit's still killing people right now. It's just not tar no more. It's that white shit. I've never seen it since I've been home. The only thing I see is this right here. Some green. Other than that, I don't see nothing else when it comes to drugs. Money, but I don't have that, so I'm trying to get it. That's why I'm on here now, so I can do something with my life and let you guys know, you know, this shit ain't cool, man. You know, banging ain't cool. It's not cool at all. This shit is nothing but heartache for your family. You know, heartache for anybody that you love, and heartache for friends. You know, a friend needs you. When a friend needs you, they need you there right now. They don't need you down south sitting in a can somewhere. They need you right there. When your mother needs you, she needs you right there. When your son needs you, they need you right there. And gangbanging, you ain't gonna be able to give them that. You ain't gonna be able to offer that to them. You know why you're not gonna be able to offer that to them? Because you're gonna be sitting in the fucking joint, doing nothing, wasting away at the expense of the state, at the expense of your life. The state's getting paid for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say nothing about the state, but I mean, that's what they want. That's why they keep building more and more prisons, because it's revenue. And the more you gangbang, or the more you sell drugs, or the more you rob shit, or the more you smoking dope and robbing shit, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The more you do that shit, is the more them motherfuckers are gonna get paid, and the more that your family is gonna be missing, because you're not gonna be there for them. Your friends you ain't gonna be there for your friends. That's what that shit pays off to be like. So really, I mean, you know, I'll have some stories for you, you know, in future programs and stuff like that. But as of right now, what I'm saying to you, I'm telling you where that gangbanging life has led me to. You know what I'm saying? It led me to nowhere. It's nowhere. It's nothing. It's fabulous while it's happening. Yeah, it's glamorous. You getting all the money. You getting pussy. You getting all the everything. But that shit stops. That shit stops. It's either going to stop by you sitting there smelling some other motherfucker's ass, or it's going to stop by you making a decision in your life not to go forward with that. Hopefully you never go to the joint before you make that decision. But if you make that decision and you end up in the joint, and then it's hard to get out of that system. Trust me, I'm still wrestling with them, and I ain't even doing nothing. I ain't even doing shit. They raided my house and planted some shit. Like, the shit I got thrown out. But it's like, what? I'm still wrestling with these motherfuckers, and I ain't even doing shit. And that's what it is. They put a label on you. Once that label is put on you, it's a wrap. Then you got a whole life of wrestling with these motherfuckers, man. Well, anyways, I've been on here long enough. I told you a little bit about myself. Just stay tuned, and I'll tell you some more. And if you like and if you want to comment on it, you know, comment on it and let me know what you think. With that, over and out. Peace and love. Subscribe. Hit that follow. Subscribe. Like.